Hi, everybody. Bottle here again, coming at you with the latest segment of news, beer, and utter nonsense. So, waiting for everybody to tune in, and got a lot to talk about tonight. The can has been talking to me through telepathy, through our, Bottle and I, or Can and I. How dare myself? Can and I are fluid like that. We just, we communicate through osmosis. No, that's not true. I had that all wrong. I'm sorry. I'm a little off tonight again, but I am clean shaven tonight. Last couple of days I was getting scruffed on because, my bottle babes don't come in. Usually they give me a straight razor and, a massage and stuff like that. I'm in my bottle lair alone, locked in. They can't come over. So I was starting to grow in the scruff, and I said, I promised last night to all my bottle fans that I would be clean shaven, and I am. Back, the bottle was getting a little blue. This brown bottle, was getting a little blue, but not, I crack, but I don't shatter. The bottle's going to be here. So we're going to get to a couple things. One thing is this dog adoptions in the Midwest. Busch Beer is now giving 3-month supply of Busch Beer for if you adopt a dog in the Midwest. And this is coming from the Can, who is an animal lover. And but what I have to say is, why the hell would you even want a case of Busch Beer, let alone 3-month supply? I mean, what are you going to do with it? I mean, just adopt the dog, people, please. I mean, that's a good thing to do. I mean, it's a nice thing to do. They're closing animal shelters and stuff like that. Just adopt the dog. Leave the Busch Beer, and if you do get it, check the born on date. I mean, please. I mean, InBev has like 46% of the population, the beer population, and basically have pushed out or gobbled up a ton of craft brewers. So the craft brewers, even though I'm angry at you because you're going into cans lately, I still feel for you about that, the way that happens. And now they're giving away 3 months of Busch Beer. Please, just adopt the dog. Do it for the good of humanity. And please, for the good of humanity, don't drink the Busch Beer. Say, hey, we'll keep it. You can keep it. Keep your Busch Beer, and we'll adopt the dog. Do that. That would be that's coming from the bottle. The Can, he's just got his whole InBev thing, and what they're doing to craft brewers. And he's really in, the Can's in bed with the craft brewers now because, they're going to cans because the millennials all want cans. Go figure. Carol Stout, first female brewer since Prohibition. But the bottle even says, keep the Busch Beer and keep it, folks. You should pay me to drink that. Anyway. So that's the little bit about this dog adoption, but really go to your local shelters and help out, or however they're setting up this. I don't know how they're doing it. Hey, thanks for everybody tuning in. A lot of good people tuning in, I see. Marion's new. Haven't seen you for a while, Marion. Cynthia and Carol back in. Jamie. Ed, Fast Eddie's in the house. Nice, nice. Julia Toodles back in. And Denise and Donna. Donna, good to see you. And of course, wife of Can, who always sends me angry emojis. Keep them coming. Bottle versus Can. Bottle's going to win every time. Okay, next thing. So we get to a segment, it's the Can segment. It's called Bottles Behaving Badly. Now, if you haven't tuned in before, there's bottles in the world and there's cans in the world. And that's how we see it. The bottles in the world are obnoxious, loud, self-centered, egotistical. They try to take advantage of the situation. And there's lots of bottles that you might know in the world, right? Cans are sort of quiet, and they like the environment, and they do things for the good of humanity and not themselves. Salt of the earth type, working cans, we call them. And so the Can has this segment called Bottles Behaving Badly, and he sends me these messages and says, hey, I need you to talk about these bottles behaving badly, your kind. So this is the segment We talked a little bit about what Busch is doing, meaning the beer, trying to help out with the dog situations and giving people Busch beer, which is kind of ridiculous. But if it helps people get dogs, I just think they should adopt the dog. Anyway, I don't want to stay on that. Let's get to the next bottles behaving badly. The condom makers. Okay, from what I hear and what we hear, there's a shortage of condoms now, and the condom makers are just not producing enough. And in these times, when people are home and they're going to be home for a while, and they might like each other for 5 minutes. A big baby boom's going to happen without these condoms, right? And that's all we need right now is more babies with all this crap going on. So anyway, so the condom makers are bottles behaving badly because they're not putting out these condoms. Now, it reminds me of one of my favorite movies, Rocky, the movie, and I'm going to do my Rocky impression now, when his boss at the time, when he had the first boxing match, says, "Hey, how much did you clear from that last fight?" "I don't know, 37 grand. "Well, I want you to think about condominiums. It's a good investment." "Condominiums? I never use them." It's a classic line from Rocky. And the bottle rarely uses condoms, rarely has. My bottle babes have all been tested. I've been tested. I'm clear. But in all seriousness, this is the bottles behaving badly, is get the condoms made quickly, now. And that's from the can talk. I don't necessarily agree with everything the can says, so we battle it out just like we do. I am the superior vessel, though, and I'm the one that talks because he's taken a sabbatical from talking because he's very upset with the world right now. But he forces his little whipping bottle, me, to talk for him, and I take the brunt of all the crap. What else does he have to say, this can? Well, he said the condom makers are all jerk-offs. Supreme bottle. Let's talk about the Supreme bottle. The president is what's known now as the Supreme bottle through the can. This is the can talking, not me, okay? I've never heard of this person. I'm just starting to hear this person's name, this imposter that they call the Supreme bottle, the one that takes advantage of everything and flaps the mouth and tweets and all that. I don't know the man. All I know is he's trying to claim to be the Supreme bottle. This hack is never going to be that. I am the Supreme bottle, folks. Let me tell you right now. But apparently he softened his stance on this Easter, lift of the ban, and come to reality that this ain't going away for a little bit. We're going to get through it, folks, though. I'm telling you, the bottles here have no fear. But anyway, this whole Easter thing is out the window now, and so we're going to have to celebrate a different way. The Easter Bunny has no comment. So that's the can talking about that, and apparently the bottle's been really tweeting out to the Supreme bottle now, not the real bottle, the poser bottle, tweeting out to some of the governors, and really called this one in Michigan half-witmer, because she apparently had said some things that he didn't like. And so assaults, attacks, this is the way of this bottle. And I'm going to have to teach this bottle how to be a people person, because the real bottle is a people person. I would not talk to people like that. Now it's coming from the bottle. I agree with the can on some things, not everything, but some, okay? So anyway, enough of that person that we're dealing with. And we're going to now do our bottle review of our beer, and it's Omission Lager. Now, this lager has won many awards, apparently. I did not know this. But this brewery is in Oregon and New Hampshire, I believe. And we're going to crack this baby, and we're going to drink this, and I'm going to give my bottle review. Of course, I only do bottles. I did a can last week and almost vomited. I'll never do it again. It'll only be the bottle. I tried to just extend an olive branch to the can people of the world, and I almost lost my life because of it. So anyway, I don't know much about beer. I only know that they use me to put their beer inside, and so I'm learning. Anyway, I've got my trusty 5-pound bottle opener. I'm cracking it. I don't know who's doing all these mean emojis. I think that the wife of Can is stacking the mean emojis. This lager has I don't know what. All I know, they've removed the gluten. Apparently, everyone is tested, and you can go online and find the results of your particular bottle. Each bottle, they're claiming, is tested for gluten. Okay. That's kind of odd. It's real clean taste. It has a better finish than a front end, at least for the first one. You know how sometimes you drink the first sip and you go, what is it? That's how I felt with this one. So I'm going to take another one. It's pretty light. It's a light beer. It's bright and crisp, and that's what I would say that's pretty accurate. The finish is better than the start, which is like the bottle, People think I'm like obnoxious, and then I finish well. Usually. Not all the time. Sometimes I blow the whole thing. Anyway, I'm going to give this 3.5 to 4 bottles. It's a clean beer. It's an easy drinking beer. This is one you could probably go out and get a 6-pack and pound them all down if that's the kind of person you are, the kind of drinker you are. The bottle likes to take it slow sometimes, but when I'm not into the foreplay, I just slam it down. So good beer. I would say very good beer. So let's recap. We talked about dog adoptions. Just adopt the dog, people. Forget the Busch beer. It sucks. Okay. What was next that we were talking about? Oh, let me check my notes here. God. Excuse me. Condom makers. They're all jerk-offs. Okay. That's from the Can talking. I don't mind either way. But we do have to watch out what's going on. So if you are venturing out, what about people who are having affairs right now? Really. That must really hurt. Make sure you got a condom. Because they're not out, they're in the house. Maybe you could save your marriages. Bottle's not married, so I wouldn't know. So I'm not casting any bottles at anybody and judging. I'm just saying. Anyway. All right, my last little bit, I don't like keeping people too long, is we talked about the President bottle, the Supreme bottle. He's not the Supreme bottle. He will never be the Supreme bottle. I am the Supreme bottle, okay? Folks, I want you to be safe out there. I want you to be safe in there. Hang with each other, not hang on each other, just hang in there with each other. People's, moods people get moody and stuff like that and all that. That's what I've been hearing. I live alone, so I wouldn't know. I'm in my bottle lair basement. But have no fear, the bottle is here. We'll catch you tomorrow. We'll have more news, brews, and reviews, and utter nonsense. Because when the bottle's around, wait, reverse that, like Willy Wonka. When the chips are down, the bottle is around. Thank you, folks. Thanks for tuning in. Like Beer Can, a love story. Go to our page, share, post mean things, post emojis, post me the middle finger. I am the middle finger. Look at me. I am the ultimate middle finger. So do that, whatever you want. It's America, people. Do whatever you want. Do whatever you please. Love you all right? Thank you.